she, she went to school, or she went to, she, she woke up, she went to practice, she went to school, and then she went to practice again. Um, Fallon was always that coach that put in extra practice, was very big on education. Education is very important to her, but when it's skating season, she's a lot more. But when it's skating season, that's when it all like goes down. That's when it all goes down. So anyway, um, so yeah, Mia had been skating for Mia has been skating since she was 2 years old. Mm-hmm. She's been skating since she was two. Sorry, sorry, the whole back and forth from Russian accent to regular accent is hard for me. Um, anyway, Mia had been skating since she was like 2 years old. She started skating competitively, um, probably at like 6 or 7 years old. Um, Probably at like 6 or 7. Um, she had trained, Fallon had trained Bailey first, and then she started training Mia. And then, like, it all just clicked from there. So, Fallon, like I said before, Sasha or Fallon, when it's skating season, when it's competition season, she takes it very, very seriously. Even to the point where her daughters don't come in to school. They do school online because Fallon Fallon books out two rink sessions a day. One in the like a short one in the morning, a short one in the morning, and a much longer one in the afternoon. And in between that time, and in between that time, the girls are doing school. Yeah, in between that time, the girls are doing school. Now, when there's also times where Sasha's girls, or yeah, there's also times when Madame Taratova's girls are out of the country for competition. Um, mhm. There's also times where it's competition season and they're out of state, or they're out of the country for competitions, um, or or whichever. But yeah, when it's skating season, Fallon takes that very seriously, and then usually when the girls get there, like when Mia would get to the rink, um, in future books let me just say something. In future books, she will be pregnant, so she won't be able to go out um, and skate. But she can. In future books, she will be pregnant, but so she won't be able to actually go out and skate. But like she'll still have to watch skating. Like she'll still have to attend her lessons to go over everything. to go over everything. But typically, if one is pregnant, like Xenia, for example, Xenia can't exactly be on the ice because it is risky. And when I say Xenia, I'm talking about Mia. Her nickname is Xenia. So, yeah. Basically, whenever Mia gets pregnant in later books in the series, she won't be allowed to actually get out on the ice until after her doctor and her coach has cleared her to after her doctors and her coach has cleared her to skate. But do I think that Xenia do I think that Xenia should have done online school from the beginning? Duh. Yes, I do. Um yes, I do. I feel like Mia has always been that person to want to do this professionally. So in a sense, um, like there was a lot of things that Mia wanted to do. Um, when it came to sports, she wanted to do figure skating, ice dance. She wanted to do figure skating, ice dance. She did cheer for a time being as well. She did cheer for a time being as well, which was competitive. And and then later on in her teen years, she starts a business. So she was always like, I wouldn't necessarily call Xenia an overachiever, um, but she did set very high expectations for herself, like very high. Um, like she would wake up before sunrise, do her schooling. Um, like this is how it was when she moved to online schooling full time. Um, for her figure skating career and for her career in general. Um, so anyway, how her schedule looked. She would get up, do school. Um, she would get up, do some school, go to the rink, train for a short period of time, go back home, or stay at the rink for a while, do some more school, and then when it was time for group sessions, um, when it was time for group sessions, warm ups, um, program choreography, everything in between, they would stay at the rink for the designated amount of time, and then they would all go home and do their homework and such. So, yes, that's kind of how Mia's life sort of went. I mean, she also, ran a boutique on top of all this, um, at some point. Like in her early teens, she runs a boutique. Um, she runs a boutique, she does school, she does figure skating, she did cheer for a certain amount of time until she was like in her, you know, until she was probably what, 21, 22, because she didn't want to cheer anymore. She wanted to focus on she didn't want to cheer anymore, but she wanted to focus on like figure skating until she was able to retire. Um, okay, moving on. Moving on from that. Will Mia ever retire? Eventually, Mia will retire, but not right now. Not at the moment.